I'm Shirin Behzadi, and when I was thinking about this session, I was reminded of the day I made my way to our final management presentation to who was going to be our potential PE partners. It was at the end of a very long process. We were entrepreneurs. We had spent a lot of years growing the company, trials and tribulations. We had grown to a couple of brands, and we thought it was time for us to sell and exit and walk off to the sunset. So I remember that day in New York when row after row of PE partners walked in, and I thought, woof, there's a lot on me, because everybody relied on me presenting a very compelling case for our company. But luckily, I had had such experience with adversity that didn't rattle my cage. I was born and raised in Iran and fled as a 17-year-old by myself. No parents, no money, nothing. Found my way to the United States and started working as a gas station cashier in Pomona behind bulletproof glass. Very poor, but even then, I remember telling people, someday I'm gonna run a big company. And that mobilized me. Decades later, we ended up growing a company, Home Franchise Concepts, and that day I was sitting in that room making a case. We were successful. But we got a call a couple of days later that said, well, everybody else can be bought out, but you have to stay on, Shirin, and you have to run it to the expectations that you set forth in the SIM. So we did. So at end of 2015, here I was. Most of the C-level bench was bought out. So I was CEO, CIO, CFO, CMO, and COO of a sizable company. We had just raised hundreds of millions of dollars, and we had to live up to those expectations. The next few years, we left no stones unturned. We created the platform of brands that work synergistically together. We grew additional companies, we bought companies, and by 2019, I thought it was time to exit. We had a robust exit. By the time we sold, end of 2019, our franchises were operating out of 12,000 cities. They were installing 70,000 units a week. So we were sizable. After we sold, this one was to a strategic. I have since been working with, as board director, as advisor, to companies, to private equity firms, of course, do philanthropic work. I ended up, therefore, writing a book as a guide, something that I wish I had as I was growing up through the ranks, called The Unexpected CEO, which is currently a national bestseller. So thank you.
Congratulations.
My mission is to help others build and grow their business, so here we are. Thank you.
Thank you, Shirin.